Right, so the commute into work. Let's see how Dave gets on, and I'll try and show you the issues I have at the moment, the lag, which I'm pretty convinced is dirty carbs or old fuel. So last night the blue 125 sold. I've got half the money, I'll get the other half when I drop it off, because there's never any way of picking it up. Really nice young lad that's very excited about it. I'll probably take you along on some of the, if not the drop-off run tomorrow night. But I did film this yesterday, but what I forgot was, without a microphone, I really have to shout when I'm talking, so you didn't really hear me when the engine's going. So let's see if I can point out the issues of this. Dave, what, 3 years now? Never had any problems with him. The only thing I've had to do ever is change the battery from the one that I got it with. Diversions, or 900 diversions like this one, or Divvies, are drastically unsexy, mostly because they're a shaft drive. Nothing wrong with the bike at all, but because it's a shaft drive, the advantage is it makes it a hell of a lot more reliable, because there's no chain, there's less to go wrong fundamentally, and it's a sealed unit, so it keeps it nice and clean, but it does mean you lack a lot of that chain driven grunt. So you know, it's not a speed machine by any stretch of the imagination, but that's not what it's designed to do. It's designed to be a tourer. So what it does do is it just trundles. It is also incredibly heavy. Now I have less issues with that because I'm tall. So at 6'3", it's about right, and that's not a strength thing, it's just it's a levers thing as much as anything else. So I'll get away with it a bit more. That said, if I drop this, it's going to be a bastard to get back up onto the wheels again, because it is freaking heavy. And actually I've noticed it seems to be getting harder and harder to get on its centre stand. But Dave seems happier. I did feel, like I say, I did film this yesterday, but because I wasn't shouting, you couldn't hear me talk, especially when I was accelerating. But I will try and find a spot to show you the issue, and it's essentially giving it full throttle somewhere between 2.5 to 6. It's just judders, it's not happy, it's not getting something. So I'm assuming that's fuel flow through the jets, so the jets will be cleaning. But I also think it's something to do with the exhaust that I've got on it as well. I went from it's now on a 4-to-1, it was on the original twin exhausts, but one of the exhausts essentially rotted off, which is kind of a real diversion thing. Nothing really seems to go wrong with the bike, but bits attached to it die over time. So the exhaust went, I couldn't really find a replacement, and what I did find was a 4-to-1 Remus exhaust, which is something I fancy doing for a while anyway. So I thought, why not? I did something that I plan to do for a while on it anyway, which is good. It's a lovely exhaust. It's got a nice little burble to it. Now my thinking was going from a twin exhaust to a single exhaust. Actually the opening of the exhaust is approximately, is arguably close to what the two exhausts were before, i.e. you can't stick your fist down it. Take choke off. You can't take your fist down it, but you know, 2 of those is about one of those type thing. Yeah, but I mean, I've got away with it and I've adjusted the airspeeds, etc., but it doesn't quite feel right, and hasn't since I've had the exhaust on it. So I've gone for an upjet. Check the book, these are 100s, or wrong, these were. I'm assuming it's still on the original jets. I'll find out when I split the exhaust, split the carb. So I've ordered 102s. And we'll see what we get out of it. I've got a nice short commute, I'll take you most of the way. It's a shame I'm a bit further back here, so I would have liked to have opened up and shown you the issues that I've got. Still might get the opportunity. Kind of heard it then, not a straightforward way of it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Another issue these get is the manifolds from the engine to the carburetor, the rubber boots do tarnish. So once I get the carb off, that's something else I'll look at. I hope it's not that. Bikes are getting on now. Come on. How wide is your car? Yeah, they're getting expensive, basically. That was a good example of what's wrong with this bike at the moment. Normal running, I could have put around that quite happily. With it running at the moment, I might not. So it's now starting to impact the way I'm riding. Arguably, it's making me safer because I'm not doing daft things like overtaking when I'm not allowed to. But not quite got the power, right, it's not reliable enough power distribution at the moment. That's the issue with it. But that said, you know, I've had this for 3 years. It's, you know, been on chops once for a battery, so it's so reliable. It owes me nothing. I'll tell a lie, it's been on chops while I was painting it, but that was entirely my choice. Microphone's picking it up, but this has also got a lovely little verbal after you give it throttle. Not backfiring, not that bad. Verbal, nice. Right, little roundabouts are always interesting. Usually interesting. None of which indicates to go into that lane. Prick at the front doesn't realise it's on green. pissing down with rain. There's Dave, everyone. He's a good lad. Okay, morning everyone. And it's the inaugural ride in anger, I suppose, of RatBoy. So, all insured, taxed, all legal, all MOT'd. It's the first time taking him anywhere apart from around the block. He's going to take me to work. No joke, straight in. Mirrors not far off. Think I've got a red light, yeah. Installed it. Roads are super quiet now, the schools are all closing down for summer. Because whip round him and squeeze through the gap, but I won't. I'll be a good boy. It's altogether too much fun, this. Go on, I won't be way too much fun. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Red ball. Too much fun.